Hello, my name is Jessie and today I'll be showing you how to import users. If you are using the system for internal training, in most cases you will use the import users function to load all of your employees via a spreadsheet. If you are selling courses, then you will be setting up your brand to allow users to register themselves. The import process is very straightforward but allows you to perform several steps all at once. Let's take a look at what importing users can do for us. First, log in and go to the right side of the screen and select the drop-down menu, Admin Users. Once there, you will see a box labeled Import Users. Click this box. You will be brought to a page with a list of instructions and a picture of an example Excel template. Notice the different column header names. The first four are straightforward, but let's talk about some specifics of the others. Status. The status will almost always be a lowercase a when importing, but you can import some historic data and make the users inactive upon importing by using a lowercase I here. Matching the case is very important. Groups. You can have the import create groups for you. If the name of the group does not already exist in the system, then it will be created here. You can also put the user in multiple groups by using a comma separated list. Be careful though, Group A and Group A, one with a lowercase a and the other with a capital A, would be two different groups and it would create both. If you decide to use a comma separated list, be sure here that there are not spaces before or after the comma. Manager groups. You can also assign managers to groups, although you still may want to adjust their specific capabilities in the system on their profile page. For the user to be the manager of multiple groups, you can also use a comma separated list here. Importing criteria. Criteria is information that you would normally collect about a user on their registration page. You can use text fields, drop-down lists, radio button, and checkbox types of entry. For instance, Criteria 1 may be the company location that the employee is stationed at. You would likely want this to be a drop-down menu so that the employees are not typing many different values via text entry field. For this example, if you imported 20 different locations, the system would create that list in the system for future users to select. For the system to know what information is stored in these columns, we must tell it before we import the users. Now, let's go create some criteria. Navigate to the admin/users page again and select the Edit User Criteria. Click the Add New Criteria button. After clicking the Create New Criteria button, we will enter a name for the field we are creating, determine if the field is required or not. When importing the system, it cannot require the field to be completed, but if you create a new user directly in the system, it will be required. Indicate if this field should be available to us when creating a certificate of completion. This field is generally users for professionals that have a license number where those are required on certificate training. You will now select the type of input this field will be. In this case, we want a drop-down list. We can add the entries if we wish, or allow the import process to create the list for us. You have now created your first criteria that will automatically be populated for imported users when adding values to the Criteria 1 column in your spreadsheet. For each additional creation you add, you will need to add another column. Be careful to make sure your criteria list here matches the other one on the import file. Now that we have made fields available to import data into, let's go upload our file. Navigate back to the Admin, Users, Import Users page. With all of our data in a spreadsheet, we will remove the header row and save the file as a tab-delimited text file. This is critical, and it must be this file type. There are several text output types, so be sure to make sure you pick this one. Once you have saved the file to your hard drive, click the Choose File button to navigate to your text file and upload the file. Immediately after the import, you will be taken to a page that offers you a log file. This will tell you if there are any problems with the import and what the issue was. Once your system is set up, it is likely that you will begin entering users one at a time as they are hired. To do this, you will either enter them as a manager or as an admin. For this tutorial, let's navigate to the Admin Users page again to enter a new user as an admin. Once here, click the Add User button. Here, you will fill out the user's information. First name, last name, email address, or user ID. A user ID can be used instead of an email if you activate the secondary email option on the Admin System Advanced Settings page. If you set the password to password on this page, the first time the user logs in, they will be required to change it. All fields with an asterisk will be required. For the criteria you made previously, you have the option to make it mandatory or not. In this example, I made it mandatory for users to select a location. Selecting Send a Welcome Email at the bottom will immediately send a welcome email once this form is submitted. This email template can be changed by the admin on the Admin System Manage Email page. Thanks again for taking the time to learn how to use our learning management system. Please let us know if you need any additional help. You can contact us at ezsupport@ezlcms.com. Have a great day.